Alright, so if I go over the two charts today, which are LFIN, and if you look at LFIN, it started to uptrend after hours last night, and then it ended up dipping, but I just wanted to go over why it failed. So if you look at this chart, it came up to a couple resistance point, which was the first one was about $14.28. So that's about one of the resistance points. But it actually broke through that. So because of that, it ended up going up a little bit more, and it hit another resistance point at 1758, which had it kind of bounce down. But then once it broke through the 1758 area, it ended up breaking through the next resistance, ended up breaking through the next resistance as well, until finally at 22.50, it ended up, falling down. It fell through the last resistance, and then it fell through the 83 resistance. And then it just kind of bobbled around, went up, and rejected from the other resistance as well, until ultimately, as you can see here on 1 minute, of course the volume, died a little bit, and eventually it just kind of ended up failing through the 1980 resistance. But here at 1756 is showing a little bit of support after hours, and maybe it could continue tomorrow. But if it ends up cracking this 1454, it's going to end up going back down into trading around the 1620s. And if that cracks down, ultimately going back to 14 and into the 10s and 9s. So if you're holding and you bought somewhere around in this area and you're down into the 17 range, I would say using about 1754 as your support. And, if it continues to go down, I would just cut my losses, because, as it was trading in the 10s and 10, 11, 8 areas, that's a big difference. So let's look at DLPN here. Today, it did really, really well as well. It was up 20% pre-market, but it had a really good run, and then it ended up dying a little bit. So, looking here, it had a resistance today about $5.09. Another one at $5.30, $5.40, and then it had another one at $5.47. So it ended up doing a major run. But then as it kind of, the volume died, as you can see the volume here, it's dying off, as well as with the stock. It tried to break through this resistance again at 5.30, and 5.40 was a pretty big resistance. Made it fall back down and kind of bounce around a little bit. And then if you look at it the rest of the day, it's kind of like a ball bouncing down the stairs. So if you're waiting for it to go back because you bought in the 5 range, I would definitely not hold, because from $5 to, what is it now, at 3.20s, it's a very big difference. So with this one, you want to cut your losses. Everyone in our chat room, we always say cut your losses. Do not hold any bags. So I hope that helps. You have a great night and a great trading day tomorrow.